All right, hello everybody. Welcome into the Big Red Pregame Show. This is a homecoming edition. We got two very special guests. Everybody knows who this man to my right is, quarterback Marcel Reed, and we got senior defensive back Jordan Turks. Both of y'all, welcome onto the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have y'all here.
Thank you.
So last week the Big Red are coming off a huge victory at MUS in Memphis, 17-14. Overall, game looked really good. Marcel went 7 of 11 for 202 TDs. And Turks, you were sidelined with an injury in this game. But Marcel, my question for you is, being thrown into this game as a freshman, such a must-win game almost. What does that feel like going in?
There was some pressure, of course, but I had to step in, be a leader, and make plays and execute, and just do my job.
Yeah, I mean, what I saw from that game is it looked like really the offense got moving better. We had some turnovers kind of on our side, or like getting close to their end zone. So I think, other than that, the offense we had, besides that St. Benedict game, we had our highest total yards, which is huge for the offense. Defense played well, only gave up 14, came up big late where we needed them to step up. So
yeah,
a lot to be positive about.
Yeah, defense looked great. That huge play at the end sealed the deal. Awesome. Great game overall. Offense electric this week. It was exciting to see y'all play.
Yeah, honorable mention. Cole Allen had a huge game for us.
Two picks.
And
Two picks.
Huge
One
hit.
hand.
Yeah, that one-handed pick. He makes offense's life easier, making plays, getting the ball back.
Definitely.
He definitely was a huge part in our win this week.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about probably sore subject, the Tennessee Titans. They've been looking pretty bad. They're coming off a loss on Thursday night to Gardner Minshew, and the game before we're coming off a loss to Jacoby Brissett.
Third string.
The third string. So we've lost to a second string and a third string. Mariota has yet to complete 50% of his passes in either of these two games. I think somebody's got to get fired. I'm surprised. We're filming this on Tuesday after this Thursday night loss. I don't know how somebody hasn't been fired yet. It's somebody. I'm asking for one person fired. I don't care who it is, GM, coach. Hell, put in Ryan Tannehill. We need the fans need some sort of change.
We need Tannehill. I think we need Tannehill.
I wouldn't take out Mariota yet.
Dude.
I think we're jumping on him too fast. I think he needs a little bit more help, definitely. I don't think our receivers – I think that we could be better on the perimeter with receivers, but
I think there could be different play calls.
yeah, play calls is definitely a problem.
I know. The first game, what's so frustrating about it is if we came out and did what we were expected to do against the Browns and lose by 5 or something, I would not be sitting here upset.
Yep.
You can't beat a team by 30 that's supposed to be really good this year. Great play calling. Like, when have the Titans last put up 40 points? I don't even think in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And now we're sitting here after 2 losses to second and third string quarterbacks. It's tough. And the reason I'm putting blame on Mariota is simply because Pro Football Focus has our O-line as top 5. So everybody that's quick to say it's the O-line's fault, slow down a little bit because that man's holding the ball too long. You know what it's as a quarterback, but you got to have some awareness of when that pocket's collapsing, and you got to get that ball out. So I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed from Marcus big time.
Yeah. I think Malcolm Butler has to go.
Yeah.
Hey, bring in Jalen.
I say we go get Jalen.
I agree.
I'd give 2 first-round picks up for him.
The thing about I think why we're hesitant to go after Jalen is because we think we could get him here in free agency, which is why we're reluctant to give up anything right now. At the same time, and I also think that this season maybe a bust.
Yeah.
There's
That's
time to wait.
8-8 maybe.
Which brings us to this game Sunday in Atlanta versus the Falcons.
I haven't seen Atlanta been doing too much this year.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Marcel's a good point. Atlanta has not looked too great so far. They beat the Colts last week, which was big for them. Matt Ryan finally started making some plays.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Who can guard Julio? That's what I want to know.
Not Malcolm Butler.
Definitely not Malcolm Butler.
Not Logan Ryan. Not Adoree Jackson.
Definitely not a Dory.
Yeah.
Definitely not a Dory. So
that game, they have Calvin Ridley. They have Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu. Those are 3 receivers better than our best receiver just to start. Our secondary is already kind of weak. I don't want to predict us to lose. I think we could get rolling a little bit. I feel like every time after we do really bad, like last year after we got shut out by the Baltimore 21-0 at home, we came back and put up 35 against New England. I think we can win this game in a close one. I think it'll be 24-20. That's my pick. What do y'all think?
Oh,
I don't even think it'll be that high.
Yeah. I don't think we get past 14 points.
14.
I'll give us 10.
10.
Touchdown and a field goal.
I mean, I see Matt Ryan tearing up our defense.
Yeah. I see him throwing for about
Julio,
300.
Calvin Ridley. I mean, I think they're going to go off on us personally, but I feel like 35 to 14 Falcons win.
I say 35-20. I'll give us 20 somehow.
Our only hope is a screen to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's our only hope.
That's the one. My problem with the offensive coordinator is the first game we gave Derrick Henry the ball. I think he had 200 yards of total offense against a good Browns defense. Last game, I think he touched the ball like 12, 13 times. What is that?
We got to get him rolling. You have to just get him rolling.
Because every game he gets more than, and he was this way at Alabama. If he's somebody that needs volume, like you can't just give him 5 touches a game, and next thing you know he's gonna turn that into something. But at Alabama they'd give him 30, 40 carries a game, wear that defense down. So I don't know. Not too positive on the Titans. I'm the only guy that has us winning here, but
Yeah, I mean, and we had a big weekend in college football with Auburn and Georgia both getting big wins this weekend. Georgia beating Notre Dame and Auburn beating Texas A&M. What did you see in the Auburn and Texas A&M game?
I'm not big on Texas A&M or Auburn, so I'll let Marcel take that one.
I see Auburn had a good offensive game. Their defense did well, but Texas A&M had a good offensive game also. But you can see freshman Bo Nix, he pulled it through, and Schwartz with the first big play. That was good. That gave us some energy.
Yeah, Auburn's they're looking very solid to me. I'm an Alabama fan, and I can still say that I think Auburn's looking solid. To go to Kyle Field at A&M, that stadium was packed if y'all saw anything on that game.
Yeah.
And then to come out, Bo Nix set the tone. So for some reason, his completion percentage has been very bad, but he's winning games, and that's really all that matters. They got the best D-line in the country. So, Auburn's looking pretty impressive. A&M not looking very impressive. They've lost by 14 to Clemson the week before. So,
yeah,
they're going to have to figure something out.
Looking like the team we thought they were, but Bo Nix for sure showing he's an elite quarterback.
And then, I guess, Georgia, underwhelming performance, I think. To beat Notre, they were supposed to win this game by a lot more than 6 points. I think Notre Dame's a fluke. I don't ever want to see them in the college football playoff again. I think it's disrespectful to every team that's in the playoffs and doesn't get to play them because I don't think they're a competitive opponent.
It's like a bye week for the team.
Our Notre Dame fans watching probably will not be too much of a fan of that, but they don't compete. They don't put a product out on the field that can compete like at a high level.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So this Saturday we have the homecoming dance. Marcel said he may be going. I know Mr. Turks will be there.
Yeah.
So my question is, when you get to homecoming, do you like to dance a little bit on the dance floor, or do you normally kind of chill in the corner and get some punch?
Well,
what type of guy are you?
Well, sometimes I like to be on the dance floor for about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you just got to take a break. Gets a little hot in there. Get yourself some punch. Get a snack. Then you go back out there.
Yeah. What kind of guy are you, Woody? Because
I like to dance for a little bit, hang around there for a little bit. As long as I'm there, maybe go get a snack, refuel, go back in. Just see how I'm feeling.
Yeah, I like to tear it up in there a little bit. I can't lie. I think you get out there. There've been some mosh pits in there. Years.
Freshman year.
And I know you don't know what it's like, Marcel, but if you make it, the dance
I'm not a dancer.
Well, that's gonna have to change.
Some people
that's gonna have to change.
Some people, every time I'm at a party or something, they try to get me to dance. I'm not.
You're gonna have a tough time in high school if you can't learn to dance.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem.
I know how to dance. Just don't want to.
Oh, you got to show it off. But it's more of like a pit, I feel like, at times in that, right where everything is.
Yeah.
Don't got to dance, just got to be able to jump. Make it a little sweaty in there, but who cares?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming everybody's staying the whole time, so it should be a big time. We'll all be there the length of the dance, I'm hoping. And so.
Also, who do y'all think on the football team this week will be looking the best at homecoming? Just like...
Well, definitely me. So, I mean, that's just a no-brainer.
If I show up without a date,
I mean,
it's me.
Marcel can say what he wants, but it's a no-brainer. It's gonna be me with the red velvet loafers on.
Red velvet.
So
You got
just
the
be ready for
roses
that.
on them.
Yep. So probably a red bow tie too. So just be ready for me.
Show up with no bow tie, just a button-down shirt, opened up with the chain.
You already know.
I like it.
I know. If I see you there, Marcel, you're gonna have to make an impression. It's your first time showing up to this
okay.
dance. I know you're gonna be out on the dance floor, so you want everybody to notice you. You know, you want to look good.
Yeah.
My prediction to be the best dressed, not on the football team, has to be Jack Sylvester.
I don't agree with that one.
No,
I got Alston Aaron.
That's who I was gonna say. I think Austin's gonna show up.
A nice look.
Is it the
turtleneck with the chain?
Austin's gonna have the best outfit.
Jack Sylvester brings some swagger about him to every dance I've been with. I think just seeing him there, he's gonna have he has something up his sleeve. I don't know what, but I have some insider info. He's gonna be looking good. He's wearing something that we may not be expecting. So he's who I'm expecting. Alston should look fine, but same old, same old. Maybe he changes it up for this dance. The last three has looked pretty similar. Okay, so the reason we brought y'all on here, we got a huge game Friday night here, our homecoming game, versus Ensworth Tigers, who are coming off of a tough loss to Macaulay, I think it was.
No, Bailey lost to
Baylor. It was Baylor.
Yeah.
Ensworth's team looking pretty good. Their quarterback, Loki Rard, has been making good plays for them all year. He's a 70% passer. Yeah. I think he's going to be good. I mean, you're on defense. Going up against a quarterback that's consistently been pretty accurate, like what would be do y'all plan any differently for a quarterback like Rard, or do y'all normally?
What Coach Sheldon wants to do, we want to just put pressure on him, force him to beat us by throwing it. You know, we want to stop the run game quick. But if we can force him to throw it and make just accurate passes, I think we could pull out the win.
Yeah.
Stop him.
Ensworth definitely hasn't seen a defense like NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also got a elite O lineman backing him up, Philip Gray III, and he's looking solid this year.
Yeah.
They've got a good O line, but also Forkey.
Yeah.
Just
I think everybody in this Nashville high school sports scene has to know the legendary Forkey, two-sport athlete. He's been. I think he played a little bit of running back. He played both ways a little bit last year. This year he's only playing one way, or at least for the most part, which I think is going to make him tough.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, Marcel, is there anything different going into y'all when y'all are going up against? Like, they have a great secondary. They also got Andre Turrentine back there. They have two elite secondary players. What is it like game planning for playing against such talent?
Same game plan. Just we know that they have more speed than everybody else, so I got to put the ball out there if we're going deep. I got to put the ball in the right place and throw it on time. Can't let them pick it off. No turnovers. Yeah.
That makes sense. And then I guess Jordan Turks for defensive back. Relentless 2.0 already has multiple SEC offers.
What year is he?
A sophomore.
He's a sophomore. He already has been an offer from like Alabama and Georgia, two of the biggest ones. So when going up a player like 2.0, the Relentless, what goes through, I guess, the mindset when you're lined up against such a stud?
Well, I mean, you just gotta trust your technique, trust what you've been doing all week, all year. You know, you're always gonna have safety help over top, so. Really just got to trust yourself, have confidence. I mean, you can't worry about all the offers and stars. You just got to play.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, OGG Elijah Jenkins, he's a pretty good, I think he's DB. Yeah, he plays
wide
receiver.
He plays slot wide receiver.
I think, he plays both ways. He's elite. He also has some great YouTube videos. Pretty cool spring break video.
Kiss a slap.
10 out of 10. I'd 10 out of 10 recommend his prank on his mom. Yeah. If y'all haven't seen that one yet, I would check it out. That was really funny. And I mean, he's a little short, but he can play. I've watched it. He is very talented out there. He has some good plays. They also have Gabriel McDaniels, but y'all probably know him by Young Angel. He's been doing really. He's been looking pretty good on the field, and off the field he actually dropped. I know Woodson was planted on the way over here is Panini mixtape.
Yeah, it's fire. It's pretty good. I'll give it to him.
There's no other way to get around it. I think we'll be playing it before the game here, so maybe he'll hear a little bit of his own stuff. I mean, anybody that can hop on anything by Lil Nas X instantly is my respect. And I think that will wrap up the Big Red pregame show. Do you have something to
everyone needs to shout out to this game. This is by far the biggest game of the year. Funky Town needs to be getting up. We'll have speakers. We've got a lot of tricks in store this week. Turks and Marcel can tell you how big this game is for them and how much of an impact we make each week. And we just got to be there, be loud, and get funky.
Yeah, we're going to have to get this. I'm looking at the student section right now. It's going to need to be packed. Everybody's going to need to be cheering. Huge weekend for NBA in general.
Yeah.
Spaghetti supper. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll definitely will be getting multiple plates of spaghetti. I know y'all can't, but spaghetti supper is a big deal. We got homecoming Saturday night. Exciting weekend around our campus, and Roll Red. Let's beat Ensworth this week.